Welcome back from the short commercial break. We are continuing with quadratic equations. Now we are going to another thing, which is that, for instance, when they have given you a quadratic equation and they want you to get the roots of the equation. Like now, on this question, they are saying that given the quadratic equation x squared plus px plus a cube equals 0, and they are saying it has the roots of a and b. So that means its roots are a and b. Then they are saying that find a squared plus b squared, then there's b, there's also c. So how do we do this? So you must first know what is the format of a quadratic equation. When you're getting a quadratic equation, we say the quadratic equation is got from x squared minus the sum of roots, then times that value of x, then plus the product of roots. So this one must give us a 0. So we said that the quadratic equation is in this form. So now we must take note of that. So what we do, we have to compare the real format of the quadratic equation plus the equation which they have given us. Like now they are saying that x squared plus px plus q equals 0. So now you have to compare the two, then you get out the sum and the product. The sum and the product. But here they also say that has roots of a and b. So that means when you're getting the sum and the product, you're going to use a and b to get the sum and the product. So for that case, what I mean is that like when you're getting sum of roots, so we are getting the sum of roots from the equation, and we say the sum is got from this part which is in the middle, which is a b, and also the product is got from the value of a times the value of c, which is this one times this. So for that case, after knowing that one, we have now to get the sum. Sum of roots from the equation which they have given us and the equation, they are saying that the roots are in form of a and b. Then for that case, we are going to say it is a plus b. Because it is a sum, we are adding the two roots. A plus b, this one must give us the sum here. The sum of the two roots must give us the sum in the equation, which is, now for this case, when you're writing the sum from the equation, we consider the format. So here we said it is, when you are writing the sum, we substitute, when here in the formula there is a negative, when it is the sum is a positive, we write here as a negative, and when it is a negative, we write as a positive. Like now here, it is given the equation as the positive. That means initially, in the calculation, the sum was a negative, so you introduce a negative p. So we said you equate the sum to the sum. So after getting the sum, also we have to get the product. Product, it is a times b, which is ab. So this one must give us the product, which is this one times this, which we get as a q. So after getting the sum and the product, so we have now to go to the equations. They are saying now they want, the first question they are saying a squared plus b squared. So they want you to solve this equation. They want you to evaluate it in terms of p and q. What we do, we have to first expand this. We see how this one can be expanded. So, how do we expand this? We know we must start from what we know. It is a plus b. So, this one can be expanded, but this one cannot be expanded. So, we start from what we know, what we can expand. Like if we want to get a component of a squared and b squared, so we have to get the a plus b, then we square. So that means that one will give us a component of a squared and b squared. So when we are expanding this one will be the same as a plus b, 10 times a plus b. So that means we are multiplying it 2 times. So for this case, we have to open the bracket, which becomes this time this as a squared, then this times this, which is a, which is plus ab, then this time this which is plus ab, then plus b squared. So this is what we are saying, that we have to get the component of the what is being given. So what we do, we collect now like those one with square, we bring them together, and those one without a square also together. So for this case, what we are finding is a plus b squared, which will give us, bring this one together, which is a squared plus b squared, then plus these ones are, the two are common and they are the same. What we do, we just add, which is 2ab. So since we need something like this, we make this one the subject, since is what we need here. So by making it the subject, so we are taking this one the other side, so it becomes a squared plus b squared, which is equal to a plus b, then squared minus 2ab. So this is what we are talking about. We get what we need from what we don't have. So they gave us this one, but we cannot expand it, but we use what we know can be expanded to get what we need. So after getting this thing like this, we know that we said that a plus b is the same as negative p. So you have substituting where there's a plus b, the negative p, and where there's ab, you put in the q. So for that case, it will be negative p squared minus 2, then times the value of ab. For that case, ab here they have said is q. So now continue. What is negative p squared? When you multiply a negative to a negative, you get a positive. So which will give us the p squared minus 2q as the value of a squared plus b squared. So that's how we do it. Now, the other question also, they are saying that, so this is their answer. So now on the other question also, they are saying that, because we are still on the same answer, in the same question, I'm not grabbing everything, we are continuing with the b. Now b, they are saying it is a out of b, then plus b out of a. Now, when they are given a question like this, what we have to do, you have to get the LCM, since they are in fractions. Since they are in fraction, get the LCM. Now for this case, the LCM will be equal this times this, which will become a b. So which is here a b, divide a b divided by b, you get a, times this, which becomes a squared. So this one divided by this, you get b, times a b, which is plus a b squared. So for this case, we know what we got after dealing with this. We said we first get the a plus b, then you square it, then you expand. But we know, since we know what we got after expansion, we can just substitute. So this one is the same as saying a plus b, the whole thing squared, minus 2ab, then divided by the other value, which is ab. So now after reaching here, what you do, substituting the value of ab, a plus b, and ab. So which is negative p squared minus 2q out of a q. So this one becomes, when you square the negative p, you get a p squared minus 2q out of a q. So this is now getting a plus, is a out of b plus b out of a. So that's how we can get that. So also, to finish up with the other one, So we are finishing up with the part C of the question. See, they are saying that it is A minus B. So now how can we deal with A minus B? So we said you have to first know what we can do to see. We can expand this one so that we can get it in terms of A plus B and A minus B. Now for that case, what we do it is A minus B. Then what we do is square it. After squaring, then we have to expand it. So that when I try to remove this square, I remain with A minus B. So what we do is we expand this one, which will be A minus B, then A minus B. So we multiply this one, what we have is this time this which is A squared, then this time this which is minus FB, then minus FB, then this time this which becomes plus a B squared. So for this case, we now bring those one with a square together and those one without also together. So this one will become A squared plus B squared. So these ones are of the same size. So what we do, we add it, so it is minus 2AB. So now what we do, since we know what we got after getting this, so we can just substitute in what we got. So this one we said when we expand A squared plus B squared is same as A plus B, then the whole thing squared minus 2AB, then again here minus 2AB. Since we have a common term which is minus 2AB, what we do, we combine them. So for that case here, our A minus B, then squared will give us A plus B, the whole thing squared minus this and this, which will give us 4AB. Now what we do, to remain with A minus B alone, we have to remove this square by taking a root on both sides, like that. So for that case, we shall have A minus B equals to the root of, for this case, it will be the root of that value which is A plus B, which we got is as negative P squared, then minus 4 times that value of AB, which is a Q. So for that case, our final answer would be that A minus B equals the root of. Then we have to square this one. When we square 2, we say it, we get P squared, because the negative will be neutralized by the square. Also this one, which will give us minus 4Q. So that is the answer which we get after expanding that. So that's all what you can do about that one. Thank you.